everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
This is happening to graduates in Louisiana. A lot of people are saying stuff about them online. Their celebrations. This is actually all over the South, but I'm guessing Louisiana's because of the music. But let's get into it. They, they say that they tired of this, but look, the principal is white, and he understands the trend. I believe this is from last year. Of course, he understands the trend. They know they students. They know what's up. I don't see nothing. You know what? I made a post on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, everydaypj with 2 underscores. I said, black people, what I say? Black people celebrating is not ghetto, something. Anyway, something about black people, black joy is not ghetto. Yeah, black joy is not ghetto. Like black people having fun, black people being happy or celebrating is not ghetto. It is not ghetto. Like our cultures are different. There are things about our culture that is ghetto. But dancing isn't one of them.
I'm here, I'm chicken. They're grabbing on my shirt, they're grabbing on me, grabbing on me, grabbing on my back and watch them grabbing.
We gon' bend it over, shake it for a go-getter. Bad bitch, she ain't fucking with no broke nigga. They must forgot.
They're grabbing on my shirt, they're grabbing on me, grabbing on me, grabbing on my back and watch them grabbing on my shirt, grabbing on my shirt.
Body to the dance floor right now. I'm finna turn the whole city. You better get
Bitch, I'm on my helmet. I ain't got no top. Bitch, I'm on my helmet. I ain't got no top.
Here comes the hurricane, bitch. Here comes the hurricane, bitch. Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Give me head top.
I'm here, I'm here.
See, and one of the common things about this is a lot of the people in the comments about these videos is saying black fatigue is real and stuff like this. And it's just like, these kids are celebrating just like the graduation thing, the graduation send-offs. Now, I understand that these graduation send-offs are a bit excessive, right? They're a bit to me. They are, but I'm not paying for it, so I don't care if that's you in your life. It is what it is. But that's your celebration. Do with it as you will. But for them to be celebrating their prom, I think for people to say to be upset or have an issue with what black people are doing it's not our problem. That's not our problem. It's like my thing is why does it upset you? Is that should be the problem. Why does it upset you versus why you ask why we do it? Because they say, oh, they'll never put on a dress like this, so they're going all out for their prom because they'll never get married. But why does that bother you though? Because how does that affect you in your life? You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of it is you know, misguided aggression and anger that somebody needs to, you know, go sit on a couch and talk to somebody about, because yeah, you having a issue with black people celebrating for whatever reason. Any person who has a issue with black people celebrating, you have the problem. It's not black people. But then we talk about black people not being educated, not dressing well, and not you know, just being ignorant in all ways. But these kids are dancing. They're all graduating, hopefully going to college, or, you know, exploring some type of, you know, trade or something of that nature, or maybe going to the military or something like that. But whatever the case may be, they graduated high school, and that's a big accomplishment. So them celebrating, it should be no issue with that. Nobody should be upset with that. What they doing? You just spent 12 years of your adolescence going through school and learning, and you passed. So be happy. Now, whatever you go through in life, you know, that's up to you. But yeah, I don't know.
You can return to your bed. Graduation is over. Shut up, then. They shut that down. They cut away.
I ain't gonna lie, they in this big old arena with they only got about 150 students. Bro, my cousin's graduating class had like 750. They would have cleared this whole damn. They had to have a graduation on a football field.
Brittany Marie Fredericks.
All right, so this says black people attending my cousin's pin drop silent graduation.
Tabitha Tirado.
I was like, no way you can hear the speaker feedback in between graduates.
Andre Brown.
Bruh, the white people were embarrassed for him. They looked. That is crazy. Look at this. Look at the people in the back. Everybody's looking at their section like, who the hell invited them? Even the guy, this guy's looking over there. They're looking over there. She's looking over this way. These two people are looking this way. She's looking this way. Everybody's looking at these people in the crowd screaming. Look, even now the guy that just shook his hand is looking at the people because he's like, oh my God, somebody's actually cheering for their family out here.
How does it feel, Donnie?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, celebrate your family. You know what I'm saying? Show up and show out. It is what it is. Different.
Some people defend it and say this is black culture. I don't know if that's exactly black culture. That's certain black culture. I think that this is probably a school in the South. I don't think people are doing and dancing to that anywhere in the East Coast, anywhere on the West Coast, anywhere in Central America. This is Southern. This is Louisiana. This is Alabama. This is maybe Florida. The music that I'm listening to is Louisiana. Some people defend it and say this is black culture. I don't know if that's exactly black culture. That's certain black culture. I think that this is.
Yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section.